Hi there, hope you're having a good day. Welcome back to another video where we talk about the monthly basketball shoe releases from all different brands. I know we didn't do one for January, but February is looking like a crazy month packed with nice releases and new colorways. Because if you think about it, we have Chinese New Year, Valentine's Day, and Black History Month. All-Star Weekend, that's always a Nike showtime. Like normally maybe I can find 7 to 8 pairs that are worth copying. February, I can say there are like 17 to 18 pairs. So let's quickly go through them on a timeline. If you think I missed out on any good ones, please add them in the comment section. Some colorways won't turn out as good in person. Some have differences in their performance compared to other colorways of the same shoe. I've been wrong about a lot of shoes recently based on online images. Just take it as a preview, I guess. Starting off with some that may have already released in Asia. The Adidas AE1 in white and black. I think that's another simple but fantastic colorway. I know this one has dropped in China. It's now the third one to release after the orange and teal. I will try my absolute best to not buy another one, but that touch of mint color on the heel logo and tongue tag, that was a key touch on that pair to me. And plus the AE1 is an excellent performer on the court. There's most likely going to be a metallic color changing version for the All-Star game sometime next month too, but we have yet to get an official release date from Adidas. Probably in the middle of the month, like the 15th or 16th. From Nike, the GT Cut 3 is also getting a third colorway. In my opinion, the best looking one so far. This one is called Be True to Her School. I've never really seen purple on this series of naming scheme. There might be some type of politically correct backstory to it, but I didn't even bother to check. It looks really nice with the purple translucent also. I think I might have already signed myself up for this one. The GT Cut 3 is also a great shoe. Zoom X may be the best part about it, but it's also comfy, grippy, and extremely lightweight. Also, there's a new Jordan 1 Take 5 in light pink with some violet, if you like these brighter colors that can pop on the court. On February 1st, but might have been delayed instead, Zion 3 Pink. Too much of a hot pink, and my experience with the shoe, you might have seen it, so that's that. Also February 1st, they're putting out a Sabrina 1 Brooklyn's Finest colorway. Basically matches her team colors for the New York Liberty. This one's a little too much for a guy, I think. On February 2nd, we have a pink Puma MB1 releasing. Yep, they're still making more MB1s. Now that the MB3 has been out for a while, I can't complain, because to me, the one is still the best out of the LaMelo line. And I guess this is their version of a Valentine's Day colorway. It once again followed the one color tone throughout the entire shoe, which I really like. It's more of a subtle pink too, not like a bright or hot pink on the Zion 3. So more wearable to hoop in, I think. If you still haven't got a chance to cop the MB1 yet, this might be the best and last chance. If you look at the next MB3 release, like, come on, right? Actually, it's not bad. Better than the same take on the MB2. Also coming up on the 2nd, we have a black and white Jordan Luka 2. This one I thought looked really nice in hand. Didn't do a lot of dark versions yet on the Luka 2 after the launch colorway. So this one's cool. Never mind, there was a red colorway, I just realized. I like the one he wore when he dropped 73 points, but that's a PE, not a general release, unfortunately. Still the same date, there's a Ja 1 All-Star colorway. I don't see the relevance, but as far as the details go, it does come with some interesting prints on the insoles, like screenshots of his Zoom meetings with Nike or something. Apparently this is made after a tweet he sent about being able to work with Nike. Speaking of Ja 1, I personally like the other new one more, called the Grizzly Bite, I think. Some scratch marks or bite marks on the upper. Release date for that one really just depends on your location. Should be sometime around now. Next up, I got my eyes on this one for sure. Maybe even my favorite release out of all next month. So on February 7th, Nike will be dropping the KD4 Year of the Dragon. So the KD4 is back after 12 years since the original release. A full 12-year cycle if you think about it. So now it's the Year of the Dragon again. It's got like a cream or off-white color base with some brown lining. The dragon that goes onto the heel and wraps around the swoosh is such a cool touch. Overall, a very silky, smooth finish. Based on how fast the larger sizes sold last year with the KD3 retro, like anything past a size 10 was almost impossible to find for me. So I think the KD4 will also have a relatively low stock, meaning that you gotta grab them quick. If you want the other classic release, the KD4 Galaxy for the All-Star weekend that year, it's also dropping later this month on the 15th. Arguably the most iconic KD4 colorway. February 8th, which is also 2/8/24. Perhaps the big name of the month, the Kobe A Protro is coming in these two colorways, Radiant Emerald and Core Purple. Almost like the Charlotte Hornets colors on these. You'll see the numbers 2, 8, and 24 on the upper. I gotta say, even as a diehard Kobe fan, I personally didn't quite buy into these two, purely based on the look. I thought the design efforts were a little sluggish. But hey, how can I dislike something when I probably won't even get a chance to cop at retail, right? Just salty at this point. Same date, on the 8th, a new LeBron 21 as well. Some sort of pearl-related theme probably. The oceany vibes almost make it look like a denim upper. Interesting, but pass for me. The other LeBron 21, it's too much of a hairy suede to me. Not sure how that upper would turn out on the court. Just keep in mind that with the LeBrons, there's always a significant difference between the performance of different colorways. Makes it fun, but kind of annoying also. Another LeBron 21, I'm just not sure if this is only grade school sizing, because the picture is definitely a GS pair. But this silver one is this year's All-Star colorway. Shiny look. It does come with a special hang tag and everything. February 16th for that one. Right after that, it's Chinese New Year. So let's take a look at two of the best colorways together. I think Adidas is cooking some good stuff this time around. The Harden Volume 7 is getting a really clean version with the gold stripes on the heel. Very elegant. There's a little bit of jade green on the midsole. Semi-translucent also, nice details all over. And Adidas is also doing a Year of the Dragon version of the Down Issue 5. This one has a lot more gold to it. Inside the pod on the center of the lateral side, you can see some dragon prints too, which is very cool. Both of these are very well executed in my opinion. All right, let's talk about some more All-Star colorways. We've seen the Jazz and LeBrons. You might have seen the KD16 already last time. Luka 2 is in the mix. Zoom Freak 5 is getting a dark greenish release. But I think the Giannis Immortality 3, his budget shoe, the mismatching red and white pair, that's super dope. This one drops on February 16th. It's made to celebrate the brotherhood between Giannis and Thanasis. Like growing up, they had to share the same pair at times. So doing a release like this is very meaningful. Shows how far they've come too. The color choices are also reminiscent of the Kobe 4 that Giannis wore during the 2019 All-Star game. And he wrote Thanasis, thanks for sharing on the midsole, which is why you see thanks for sharing on the heel tabs of this pair. This story, I actually buy into it. The GT Hustle 2 is getting an Airmore up-tempo treatment. Like from a distance, I couldn't even tell that this was a GT Hustle 2. Great shoe for white feet, very comfortable. And this is certainly an interesting release on February 13th. The GT Jump 2 is just mad this time. It's going to be paying tribute to the Air Total Composite Max. Makes sense because they're both shoes made for the bigs, but not much changes to the upper. Another one that hasn't really been confirmed yet, the GT Cut 3 is also paying tribute to the Zoom Flight 5. But yeah, not confirmed to release on the 13th, like the other two in the GT series. After the All-Star weekend, there's gonna be a LeBron 4 Fruity Pebbles. Strictly for an encore purpose. If you wanna wear a pair of boots, basically, sure. The UA Spawn 6, I think has become available in the US. They once again made a Black History Month colorway, pretty much identical to the Spawn 5, midsole at least. Skechers is also doing a collab with Snoop Dogg on their basketball shoe, the SKX Resto Grip, which from my experience is absolutely terrible and has no grip to it. But the shoe looks really great. It's very comfy on feet. A vibrant mix of colors on this release. As someone who bought the Snoop skin in COD, should I give this another try? From Chinese brands, the Ushuai 18 has just become available, I think. I personally took a break from the 13, but I did get the 17 low and I really liked it. It's been Li-Ning's flagship line for a while, but the Li-Ren's or Sharp Edge series might have replaced it. So that means you can wait for sales later on. I do think the Valentine's Day colorway looks amazing. They are available on kicsown.com last time I saw. I don't think they'll necessarily outperform the Li-Ren's. So you can also wait for the Li-Ren 4 V2, the low top, or just the regular Li-Ren 4. Also from Li-Ning, the JB2 is getting a pink colorway as well. What's with all these pink shoes anyways? The regular AR1, the Austin Reese shoe, is getting one too. And it comes with like a removable logo patch, something like that. So mostly Valentine stuff from these Chinese brands this month. Okay, now saving the best for last maybe, it's finally time for the new Hardens. The launch colorway of the Harden Volume 8 might be this white, black, and red one, but some say that it's the black and orange pair set to release on February 23rd. Anyways, we should be getting them in late February. I think we're in for another treat here. Futuristic design, that traction pattern looks promising as always. No visible Adidas branding other than the 3 stripes on the heel. I love it. The leaked images of the 9, however, I don't know. It might be getting too much, but we need to see more about it. In terms of other brand new signature shoes, the Nike Book 1 should be coming this month. And the Tatum 2, last time I checked, it's going to come out in March 5th to be exact. So that's another one that quickly grew on me. I thought they looked horrible at first. So that's about it for all the exciting new basketball shoes to come. Again, some might have already released depending on where you are. Some might be delayed, but lots of great choices in February. Harden Volume 8 is the big name. KD4 Year of the Dragon, I'm looking forward to it the most. The mismatching Giannis Immortality 3 is also an underrated must-cop to me. Let me know which one you like the most down in the comments. Are you going for any of these? Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you on next one.